But first up, a full-blown Twitter war between Rahul Gandhi and Smriti Irani. First, Rahul Gandhi tweeted, "Free speech is our right. We will fight any attempt to crush dissent and debate." This after the IIT student group was banned in Madras for criticizing the Modi government. He says, "What next?" And then this scathing response from Smriti Irani challenging Rahul to a debate, saying, "Yesterday you told the NSUI to create disorder where there is order. Today your goons come to my house as I'm away at work. Give me a time and a place and I'm ready to debate everything regarding governance, including education." And she says, "Next time, fight your battles yourself. Don't hide behind the NSUI. And by the way, I'm returning to Amethi soon, so see you there."
Students of the Congress-affiliated NSUI protesting outside the home of the Education Minister Smriti Irani as controversy grew over IIT Madras de-recognizing a student body that had been critical of the Modi government. The action came after a letter to the IIT from the HRD ministry, which was acting on an anonymous complaint. The ministry accuses the students of creating an atmosphere of hatred.
I know that people in the Congress party are very interested in finding some flaw with HRD, but I'm sure they understand that autonomous educational institutions have the right to administer their institution as per their own laws.
This is an effort by the state and central government to gag the democratic voices of this country.
Earlier, the IIT defended its move, saying that the group called the Ambedkar Periyar Study Circle had violated guidelines.
While IIT Madras does not curtail freedom of expression of the students, it is expected that the student groups adhere to these guidelines. This group has violated the guidelines while conducting their meeting.
The students, however, say their right to dissent in a democracy has been trampled on and that the student body was not given a hearing.
I think there is an attempt to misguide people about the independent body guidelines.
Actually, we are close to the people where we are discussing the government policies which affect the people directly. So this is our basic rights.
In their pamphlets and posters, the study group has been criticizing the government, such as this pamphlet cited by the HRD ministry, which dated 14th April says, "The Modi government is carrying forward its Hindutva agenda, assisting multinational corporates to loot India and communal polarization through Ghar Wapsi and the ban on cow slaughter."
While students don't buy the administration's argument, the larger question, are right-wing views influenced by the RSS gaining strength, quelling other liberal thoughts and discussions in institutions of higher learning across the country? In Chennai, with camera person Edwin, Sam Daniel, for NDTV.
Well, joining me to discuss this growing battle between Smriti Irani and Rahul Gandhi in the studio, Tom Badakan of the Congress Party joining us. We're also going to be joined shortly by Shazia Ilmi of the BJP and Neerja Chaudhary in studio to sort of help us bring some sanity into the proceedings as well. But Tom Badakan, I want to start by asking you, Rahul Gandhi's comments yesterday about creating disorder where there is order, the NSUI going there, this kind of battle we're seeing unfold on Twitter. What are your first thoughts?
See, it's very clear. Congress Vice President was clearly indicating that what he called the Shaka culture that is coming into the educational system, and he was talking about the right to differ, and which is happening everywhere. I mean, ultimately, what is it about? You can't agree with every human being on earth.
But I mean, surely making that point doesn't have to stretch to let's create disorder where there is order. And what the NSUI did today at Smriti Irani's house cannot be condoned, surely.
Protests are an accepted form of democracy. When have you not seen protests? And why have we protested? Let's understand this basically. This study group, Ambedkar Periyar study group,
right,
okay, they were planning to organize some debate, some seminar. They had some intelligence report, the government of the day, that they were probably going to be critical. Now this is going to be critical, no action has happened. There's a letter that apparently lands on the table of the HRD minister or the ministry, be what it may, saying that they would be critical of the Prime Minister. There's a sycophancy can go to such an extent, fearing a probable attack on the Prime Minister, the HRD minister goes and disbands a student organization. No, where are we?
But I think,
and that's the protest we did
today. All right, Neerja Chaudhary, this is a little deeper than just the situation at IIT Madras today. What we are seeing is essentially a frontal attack by the HRD minister on Rahul Gandhi, whether it's in Amethi, whether it's on Twitter, home turf, Delhi, you name it.
I think Rahul Gandhi's jibes against Narendra Modi, whether it is Soot Boot Ki Sarkar, whether it's Dr. Manmohan Singh going there and him saying the Prime Minister invited the former Prime Minister to learn about the economy and a Pathshala, those have obviously stung the government, and the government has unleashed Smriti Irani to contain Mr. Rahul Gandhi. She fought against him in Amethi. Of course, she lost, but she did very, very well in a short time. She's intelligent. She's quick on the uptake. She highly articulate.
Very articulate, right?
And gives it back. So that's Smriti Irani. And now she's been to Amethi. She's threatening to go again to Amethi. She's obviously going to nurture this constituency. She'll take on Rahul Gandhi. And she may want to confine him to Amethi to create, embarrassment, to raise questions about him nurturing the constituency. So I think it's a sign of a recognition of new life in the Congress via a new aggressive Rahul Gandhi. And the government
and also the aggressive response from the government.
That's the way I see it.
Okay, before we go across to Shazia Almi, we're still miking her up. Tom Vadakan, just to point out, take forward rather what Neerja is just talking about. One of the comments that Smriti Irani also made in the course of the last few days, in response to Priyanka Gandhi, actually not Rahul Gandhi so much, was that if the winning candidates and his family are asking the losing candidate to come in and do something on the ground in Amethi, then there's got to be a problem with their strategy.
There's nothing wrong with the strategy. I mean, Smriti is, as she rightly said, smart at the uptake, but she misses out certain fundamentals. She's a lost candidate. Courtesy the Prime Minister's good office, she's been appointed HRD Minister. Be it what it may. What has Priyanka Gandhi ji said? She asked for an IIT. Isn't it logical? And if you go and make an issue out of it, I mean, a constituency, you're talking to the HRD minister, what do you talk to her about? You tell her what she is capable of doing. And if she's been asked, what is this song and dance about?
Okay, all right, song and dance news. She's the HRD minister. She's also been HRD minister for only a year, whereas the UPA was in power for 10 years before that. Shazia Almi of the BJP, come in on this. Smriti Irani appointed by the BJP de facto, de jure, what you can shed some light on that, to be the one to take on Rahul Gandhi on whatever forum is available.
Well, it's just not Smriti Irani. I think various spokesperson of BJP and many others have commented to snide remarks made by Rahul Gandhi. The new version that we see of Rahul Gandhi after his relaunch, so to speak, after his hibernation. And he has every right to make these remarks, and so does Smriti Irani to reply. And that is hardcore politics. So it's just not Smriti Irani, it's everyone else. Because a personal, very direct and focused attack was made on Smriti Irani on the issue of Amethi vis-a-vis IITs, which is exactly what Smriti Irani countered him on, and Priyanka Gandhi. But having said that, I heard Mr. Tom Vadakan talk about Smriti Irani having been a lost candidate and having been made the HRD minister. Well, Manmohan Singh was a lost candidate too. I mean, he never won an election ever.
He's a Rajya Sabha member, incidentally.
So surely Smriti Irani is made the HRD minister simply because she's considered and is extremely articulate. Yeah, so is Smriti Irani, Rajya Sabha member.
That was recently. After the post was given. He was Rajya Sabha member when he became the Prime Minister.
I didn't get that bit at all. And
let's look at the logistics.
So what? So what? Manmohan Singh lost from Delhi.
People do lose elections. You also lost elections, but that's no reason for being uptight on this.
sir.
Okay.